No, the eye thing. The eye will go away. You see the slash come from here?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just stare at the camera. Oh, slash has gone away? No, it didn't. Okay. Excuse us if we are live. We think we're waiting for the camera screen. I feel like big and straight.
This is vertical, so
Yeah. I realize. Really hard everywhere. Okay. Are we back? Are we back? Okay. Are we on? We are already live?
be live, my friend.
Okay, well that was awkward, you guys.
Well, I can't hear.
No, it's fine, it's fine. No, this is how it is here when we transition on our live streams. For now, you know, our goals, 24-hour streaming. We need your content. That's a plug. Anyway, we are here today with Jessica Williams. Yay! And she's going to be doing an art tour in the gallery of her pieces that are here right now. We're super excited that Jessica has joined our Bespoke family. And she's been coming out a lot, participating in our workshops and other events. So it's just been really a big pleasure to have you here, Jessica.
I feel like it's family.
Right. I'm glad you feel the same way. That's fantastic. So we have several pieces to talk about today. And at some point, we're going to settle down and just have some conversation. So I hope you enjoy this tour. Jessica, do you want to speak for yourself right now?
Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm also known as Wylde Frau on Instagram.
Say it again. Wylde
Frau.
Frau.
It's my German lineage.
Very nice.
I guess I'll introduce this piece. It's called The Trashticus. I was inspired by a trash art competition opening for the Jacksonville Fairgrounds back in October, November, and it was featured there. I was deeply inspired and just kind of snowballed from there. And I just kind of like doing trash art. It's fun. It's a different kind of medium.
So, was this your first introduction to trash art?
I would say no, because I have dug up some trash before and turned it into beautiful pieces. But I'd say, like, I don't know.
Well, that's good that you'd already had some experience with it, which I don't know. It's like a little crow spirit animal or something that's like, hey, pick up all the shiny things. One day you're going to use that for art.
Yeah.
I have my collection of goodies. So definitely trash art is very cool. And this particular one is around ocean life, though, isn't it?
Well, the trash art competition, the whole theme was to recycle and be more earth friendly, cautious and stuff like that. So the concept or the theme we could really voice about taking care of the world a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
I actually want to bring the camera a little closer to this. We're going to come out of screen just a bit so you can look at this a little closer, and you'll be able to hear Jessica talk about the components of it. It's really cool. Okay, we got just that. Oh, our lighting went weird. Just the screen lighting. Okay, all right. Do we have a full view of it? I think so. Okay. Oops. Oh my gosh, I can't get it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's like doing something in a mirror. There you go. There we go, towards you. There we go. Okay. All right. So there we go. Perfect. So there's a lot of elements here.
Very much mixed media.
Nebulas, sun, stars, moons, the earth as a whole being represented in the arms and legs. Tell me more about the background here.
Background. So basically the whole theme of loving your earth, and we only have one. There's no planet B. Not yet. So love what you got already. And so that's me hugging the world.
Is this an actual picture of yours?
Yeah.
A picture? Oh wow! So
Yeah,
you used
I
yourself
hugged,
in
I
it.
hugged my yoga ball that I had, and I was like, this is perfect. It works right.
Yes, that worked really good. How creative. Okay. All right. So you had a vision that you wanted this, and that was the idea that you came up with to make it real. I love it.
Worked out pretty
Very
well.
cool.
Hmm.
And this large, gorgeous octopus.
So in some cultures, I've read up that the octopus is a sign of the wisdom to transform.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
we need our knowledge to transform how we think and how we treat our world.
Wow. And the octopus is very innovative. Can use lots of tools and really find its way
Yeah.
around. So
Creature.
that was a good sea creature to pick.
And then I just tore up Luther to make the water.
Yeah, that was
It's
so
like-
great. And these were also recycled, right? Like this was trash originally.
Yes.
So I don't know if you guys can see all the details, but there's like a chicken wire frame around. Is this tape or paper?
It's magazines just rolled up.
Magazine. Okay,
Mhm.
magazine rolled up, and then the little what are the
Plastic bottle lid.
those little sucky parts on the testicles? What are those
The-
called?
Use
Tentacles. The tentacles have all the little suckers. Sorry for my vocabulary here today, but it has all these little suckers made out of bottle caps. And I like that you actually have. They appear to be the same style bottle cap for each one.
It's the same exact bottle cap. So like, some of this stuff doesn't really break down and degrade like other things do in the trash heaps.
Good point.
The plastic especially. I mean, it takes 20 years just for one paper towel to decompose.
Wow, a paper towel, guys.
Yeah,
20
one.
years.
Yes.
So
So-
plastic, like almost never, like just
Yeah.
never. I did hear that they like found some mushrooms that will eat plastic. Yeah, there's like some science discovery. Yeah, they found
That's
some
cool.
sort of mushroom that will literally eat plastic.
Huh.
So I was like, wow, Mother Earth, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You made a creature to solve a problem. Wow, are we
That is
all creatures to
impressive.
solve a problem? Because if you think about it, every single one of us, whether we're animal, fin, feather, creepy crawlies, two-legged, hoofed, claws, we all have a purpose. Like there's something that we're doing that helps the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So
We're all
maybe
working together.
as humans, we could be more responsible with our home, as I think this art is asking you to do.
Yeah. Sure.
So what about the suitcase? Was this also trash
It was considered trash.
or briefcase?
Yes, there was an office space where folks had moved out of, and this was just kind of left behind. So I took it with the thought that I don't know, maybe I could use it for something, and then the trash art competition came
Yeah,
to me, and I'm
you're
like,
like,
well,
"I
this
got
is
that."
perfect, isn't it?
Yes, so nice. Very cool. Where do you keep this?
Where do I keep it?
Yeah,
Like in my
when
house?
when it's not, and now it's on display. It's been
yeah.
on display before, at the fair.
Yeah.
Has it traveled around?
No, it has not.
Okay,
This
so
is
this is
the
first
time.
stop.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We'll see. But, yeah. I mean, I'd hate to see it just sit in my art room. So maybe
Yeah,
I'll
that's what I
find another
wondered. So
space for it.
it was in your art room, but it needs a place to live. Also, a
Mhm.
plug. If you're interested in featuring this gorgeous piece in your gallery or business, we are open to those ideas. This
Yeah.
piece is for sale. It's $400. And that would greatly benefit Jessica. And
Yes.
as all artists, we really rely on art lovers to help us survive.
Mhm.
So very cool. Is there anything else you want to say about this piece?
No, I think it's okay. Absolutely love how it turned out.
Me too. The color range is really, really, really good. And like you see space literally reflected in this as well, like the earth and the water seem very similar. The roundness of the eyes, the shape of the head, the little suckers with the moon and the planet, the nebula and the sun, they really play off of each other. They look just as brilliant, even though the sun is huge.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, I mean, nebulas are also pretty massive. I never really thought about the
whole
scale.
Solar system in general.
Yeah, amazing. Right. I have a quote that I can't remember who said it, but it like never stopped ringing inside of my head. And someone had said, "What is more magnificent, the grand scale of the cosmos, or the fact that the entire thing fits inside such a tiny shell, meaning all of us,
Yeah.
the animals, the people, the ocean life, seeds in general, right?
Yeah.
So like what's more like magnificent? Like the grand scale or the fact that you can shrink it so small and it's still the whole scale.
Oh, I know.
You know, like it's I
Yeah.
don't know. Anyway, I think that this piece was a good opportunity to bring that quote out. You're welcome. Because this does make me think of that. It's like we're here and we see things big, but everything outside of us is so much bigger, and we try to capture it, you know, to say, oh, this is all the parts, but it's so much bigger, so much bigger. So we have some extra fun pieces to talk about. We're just going to go ahead and carry this camera through the shop. There's Jessica, so you get a good look at her. We'll be sitting down. You look cute. Okay, give you a good view of the wall real quick. Thank you for coming on this tour with us. Bing, bang, 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 bang. I normally walk faster, but I feel like I'm capturing. Yeah, I feel like I'm capturing things. Oh, another plug. This is our it's in rehabilitation right this second. We're cleaning it up for the next artist, but we do have a resident artist. Did we do this on the other side? Or was it?
I think
It was in the front? Okay. We do have a resident suite. Spread the word. No. Oh, because I can't see the bottom piece. Okay. Oh shoot, we're in it. Okay. I'm gonna adjust this a little more. We're professionals, but we're maybe not camera professionals.
that's okay.
Did I get it right? No, I want it like more on you. How do I do that? Yes, good. Okay, so let's talk about Earth first, right? Isn't that what this piece is called? I'm gonna bring it up a little closer to the camera so you can get a good look at this. This is a textured piece. We're allowed to touch this?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This was a made for touch. There's all this moss and really cool lines. It looks very organic. Let's let Jessica talk about it.
So this is actually going to be a series. I'm still working on the rest of them, but I want to do like the earth, wind, fire, water concept.
I love that.
And I thought it'd be cool to kind of stack them on like a big piece of ribbon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this kind of like started it all made with like plaster and had a bunch of extra moss. So I can't wait to start on the other side.
Yeah, and I like the colors that you put into this. Like I see a little bit of like teals, like there's a little bit of blue in here too, and the greens lighten up, almost some lime greens in there. I really love that you had that idea because I had a similar idea to break out my squares into earth, fire, water. Like I was actually thinking to do maybe clear cubes with like big sticks inside of it, things like all sorts of things like that. I was thinking of different, like, you know, with my pattern, there's several colors, but like each color would still, like, let's say it's the blue one, every blue one would be a different type of water cube, right?
Yeah.
So that's really neat. I kind of want to like sit in and talk about that, see if we can come up with something together. Because we both had that similar idea to do all of the elements in square.
Yeah.
And I was thinking 3D as well, right? So like here we are. I don't know, super fun.
Concept.
It's fun around here, you guys, because we do collaborate very often and share ideas.
The creative energy here is
so good. The creative fires. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the warmth of our creative fires, which we literally create on our own. And so if you're not here with us, we're not getting your fire. We're not participating in that shared energy. And you are invited. So please come. This piece, are we ready to move on to this, or do you want to talk more about the earth? Okay. This piece is called Dragonfly, right?
Yeah.
The first time I saw this, I mean, you remember.
Yeah.
I had to sit with it. I just needed to see all of the pieces, and I'm positive I still have not seen all the pieces. Even just sitting with it by myself, taking it in. So tell us about How this happened?
So I actually started with a subscription to Nat Geo, and then I had come across like a bunch of other like fashion magazines and stuff. So I just started flipping through all of them and just picked out what resonated best within that, I think it's the solar plexus.
Oh, okay, okay. That's
You know,
really
the heart,
basically.
basically.
Yeah, we have a lot of the heart and the solar plexus
Yes.
go really well together because one is like our dreams, and then the heart like also loves those dreams but cares about the bigger picture too. So the solar plexus is very much about ourselves, but they work together because they are about self love and self dream.
And
So
then this was just a total like women's empowerment.
I love that you tapped into yourself for that.
It's just every image that was placed in here, it just resonated very deeply with it. So, you know, this is like a woman's body upside down, but the belt says help. But if it says help upside down, then you don't need it. But then we have the galaxy, like right over the womb area. You know, we're all from the cosmos.
Yeah.
And being able to bear children is the most amazing thing. Roadmaps that equal out to like stretch marks that we grow during these children. Just feel like a new element for you, huh?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so then we're
And
also
it's similar to what we were talking about, that like the whole cosmos being in that tiny shell. Did you know that when hopefully it's not too much information for you, but did you know that when a woman ovulates and that little egg comes down, do you know that it literally cracks? Like chicken eggs. It literally cracks. It has a shell and it cracks open, and then there's like an egg that's able to be penetrated. A picky one though. It does like put off a bunch of chemicals that say not you.
Yeah.
If someone finds it, you know, or one of us, you know how it works, the birds and the bees. I don't have to explain the whole thing, but I just thought that was really interesting that even human eggs crack open. Yeah, no wonder it freaking hurts. There's like a hard thing, broken, moving around through tiny little
No
tubes.
wonder why we kind of lose our mind.
Yeah,
Around.
somebody's making breakfast. No, but it does make sense. It's like a pearl, like how sand gets into a pearl. I mean, gets into a clam, and the clam literally wraps itself around it. It's like putting its own self, creating this beautiful pearl. Like an irritant. We're feeling an irritant. Literally feeling an irritant when that egg just rolls down there and cracks open.
Women can do anything.
Yeah, I thought it was nuts. I saw it microscopically on screen once. I was like, wow, look it up. Yeah, check it out. So I'm still just like really enthralled with this, like just this corner alone. So this woman here, like how does she play into this space? Which is it actually? I just wonder. Something like the lotuses and like
that's
both kind of
right.
remind me of like an animal.
So she's got actually like a universe going on. And I believe I was just kind of representing different beauty traits.
Oh, right. Okay.
And women.
Okay. I like that. And this space right here looks like, you know, like architecture.
Yeah.
So is this like, and then you have the little like we can do it. Yes. So is this like women like working? What does that represent?
I think it's more like a storefront, like a shop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's women working. I mean, I believe that's just like her interpretation. Because you know, some women just like to shop as well.
Okay. Shopping, I get it. One of the things you may not be able to see on the camera is there's these really incredible drift marks. They're very intentionally placed, and they also go really well with the picture that they're attached to, like the image that's with the drips. It just very well. They complement.
And the drips, they glow in the dark.
The drips are the only thing that glows in the dark, or do we got more glow in the dark in here?
I believe that's the only thing.
Okay, tell me about these ladies.
So these ladies are actually underwater in a spring in Florida. I don't remember which spring. But they're doing each other's makeup.
Underwater.
Yeah. And then there's flowers in between them. So, you know, asleep. But it's amazing. I'm just curious, and I still need to look that up as to how they did that, because this was done 20s, 30s, 40s.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you add the color to them, or did what the image you found that already had the color?
I already have it.
And I mean, from the camera, I'm sure it's not. You have to come and see the piece. They're sitting on what appears to be like stone chairs.
Yeah.
And they're very symmetrical in the image. But to think that 100 years ago,
Yeah.
these women were underwater in their underwear, by the way. Actually, it's like a bathing suit. I'm just adding more to the element. Doing their makeup 100 years underwater. Like, to me, I just feel so much pressure. It just feels like it's saying pressure, 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 pressure. Like pressure to perform no matter where you are. Okay. All right. That's just my little thing that I grabbed from it. And are these thistles? That's what it looks like. It's thistles, which are really amazing if you ever get some. And this also reminds me of spring. What was that for you?
I believe I was kind of like going right concept because right here is actually like a little illustration of like Einstein. Because us women, we're smart as hell.
Yeah.
So we have like the evil eye looking down, almost.
Yeah, tell us about this. I think it's really cool.
It's really cool. It just happened by accident, sheer accident. So I was just kind of putting everything together and looking at the tree here that I did. And I'm like, there's an actual legit like red evil eye right there in that small detail. And what I didn't notice had happened when I was doing it was that this blue evil eye was blocking out this actual evil eye, along with this eye down here is looking directly at it as well.
Right.
So
that's really cool. Yeah.
So, and
that's so neat. I really like the eye aspect. Is this I wanted to say iris, but that's not the thing. What are those plants called that fall off and they can grow back? Do you know what that is? Orchid? Orchid, yeah. Is that an orchid? That's what it looks like. It looks like an orchid.
Basically, it's representing female anatomy.
Yeah. That's really and I also like how like the top of the flower looks like the ventricles of your heart, and then like because like your heart and your attraction are very tightly linked, and I think that's kind of neat. Yeah, neat color for that. I also like the dot work and the line work. There's several different sections of line work. Yeah, you did a great job.
A long time.
Master and muse. Why this word? Why this word choice?
Because I am my own master and
I love that.
And then I'm Sagittarius, so I had to.
Okay. So there's a lot of you in this. I mean, not just as the artist. We put ourselves into our art, but like this is in a lot of ways about you.
Took a lot of time on it. And you know how some people say yes, like a piece of it in my art. What was it? I did actually break my heart out. This is what it would look like smeared on. Do you hear that?
Her actual heart is sitting here for you to witness. If I can't think of a better reason to come by and check it out. So intimate, yeah.
And then there's the keys. I'm a huge fan of keys because in some cultures and society, women rule the house, and they are the only ones that have the keys.
Key. Wow, I didn't know that.
And if they get upset, kick them out and not allowed back in. So.
Oh, very cool. What a neat way to manage that. What about this map piece here? Is this I can see there's more of it. Is this a particular place?
No. Okay. I think I was just making like background, and I'm like, we have our own roadways, our own maps.
Yeah, your own journey.
Yeah. And I'm a traveler. Yeah, somebody told me that I should frame my art, so I was like, perfect.
Pomegranate, yeah, thank you. Yeah, not
Yeah.
pomegranate.
So I think when we
I'm looking
discussed
at
this
my thing.
initially, I believe you said that it was said that Eve was the one that actually used a pomegranate instead of an apple. Unless I discussed that with somebody
That
else.
must have been somebody else because
Okay.
I'm hearing it for the first time, but that makes a
So
lot
yeah,
of
so that's
sense.
kind of like a folklore thing.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To revisit that. But yeah, somebody told me that I needed to frame my art, and I do like to do a lot of string art, a lot of hemp work and stuff. So I thought, see if that's done like that.
The frame is done with the core. I'll point it out in case you can't see it on the screen. Yeah, there's like knot work here on the back. I'll just trace it out so you can see it. I know it's black on black. Yeah, Jessica's been doing some really cool jewelry stuff. That's what I've seen most on your social media.
Yeah.
And that's why I find your art so intriguing because I'm like, this is really like you.
Yeah.
Right? It's where the jewelry is almost like it feels natural, it feels like part of the earth, it feels like a communion, it feels beautiful.
I
So
wish
this
I
is
had
like
brought some,
really going into you.
Oh yeah, the deepest parts of my soul. But yeah, I collect like shark's teeth and seashells, and I make jewelry out of it with hemp or leather. I have some pieces that I
show
was
those pieces.
collaborating with. I have some also future collaborations going on too. But the record, this is a glass pendant.
And that's from Scoby Glass. Scoby, is that what you call it? Scoby Glass. It's Rob.
Yeah.
Rob was Family Stones and Glass. Yeah, he's got multiple Instagrams. We'll just plug both. So he did the glass pieces, but you did all of the hemp work, which is really gorgeous. Very, very consistent in your patterning. You probably can't see this on the screen because I saw a picture and I couldn't see it.
Yeah, the
I was so happy
no
to see it in person because there's actually gold. Gold is running through this whole thing. It's woven into it. It looks really good. And these glass pieces are amazing. If you guys have not stopped in to see, we have 2 glass blowers here at the house with a lot of glass blower friends too. So if you're interested in that, we have got the people and the artists. Very cool. What's next for you?
What's next for me? I know I would well, first off, a lot of the collaboration work, which I'm excited for. I really want to like start doing something a little bit different. Like I'll do the hemp work, but I also incorporate other different materials with it. But then I also want to do some more devices. I want to do also some more like bending out. Getting out there and
we need the eyeballs as artists who want to have an income, want to support ourselves. Having eyeballs, which is part of why we do these live streams, part of why there's a gallery. Like the Bespoke House is meant to support artists at every stage of their career, right? For even just starting out all the way to, I've been doing this thing for a long time and now I need more support. I need people to do things for me so that I can concentrate on my art. So there's a broad range of assistance, and obviously it's a community thing. A lot of us have, this is actually a perfect example. A lot of us have made connections and networking right here at the house that is leading to more opportunities for exposure and to create new things, explore ourselves as artists. We definitely want to invite people to come be a part of it, but also come and check out our amazing artists that are here.
Good stuff to see.
Yeah, this is really good. So we've got Earth, and we had the other piece that we talked about first is called Trashtopus. Oops. So yeah, super fun stuff. Do you think that you'll be putting some new pieces in next gallery?
Yeah, me too. That's sure.
Going for it. I would actually really love I don't know how this sounds to other people, but it sounds good to me. I would actually love to have new pieces in the gallery every single gallery, which they run for 8 weeks. We have a week of transition in between, but they run for 8 weeks. And really, I would like to be showing in other places too, like just go from one gallery to the next. Like when something leaves here, goes to another place. And I think a lot of us, we want that. And that is something that we're going to need community support for businesses and other art collectives and galleries that will allow us to have our pieces. So anybody got anything? You can come over here and tell us. We love sharing ideas, and we talked about that creative fire as soon as we started. So I am shameless with the plugs. I'm so sorry. I learned it from my mentors here. I have no hesitation anymore. So this is really great. I'm glad that I came through today and could be a part of your tour. Is there anything that you want to share? Anything else that you want to share about yourself or your journey, how you got started?
Oh gosh, forever.
Art forever. Art is life.
In my heart. Yep.
Art in my heart.
But no, what I was told recently was to make more art from the heart.
Okay.
And that's where I really just kind of been like going with it, like what best.
Yeah. So does that feel better now? Like you're going.
Yeah, because then it feels like I'm not fighting against the current. You know, I'm just kind of going with the artistic flow of everything.
I think it's good advice. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Actually, I heard Belsom was talking. Belsom's another artist at Bespoke House, and she was talking about how emotional. In fact, I think you can tune in for the live stream from Wednesday if you want to hear that conversation. I heard a little bit of it in person. There's like talking about she tunes into herself while she's creating, and she becomes an observer. I'm using my own words. She did say it this way, but she becomes like an observer of what she's experiencing emotionally as she's painting and creating her piece. And so for her, she actually experiences a little bit of shadow work because like things will come up that she's like, hold on, I'm not really, I don't know why I feel that way, I don't want to put too much of, I don't want to interpret her words too much. Definitely tune in if you want to hear it because it was really great. Amber and Belsom had this conversation on Wednesday feed. So anyway, I just really liked it. It was her talking about that was a testament to how healing art really is and how exposed that we could be as an artist, even if we're just by ourselves creating. There are little kind of brain demons that come in and they got something to say about it, right?
I think that's what stopped me for like the longest time was just being my own worst critic.
Yeah.
And then worrying about what other people think.
It
doesn't matter.
Because everybody's got an opinion no matter what. It doesn't even, it's outside of art, any subject.
Yeah.
Everybody has an opinion and the opinions are broad, a huge spectrum of them. So there's just no way to consolidate every person's opinion.
Right.
It's impossible. You just cannot do it.
And then the negative comments.
Forget it.
It doesn't matter.
Forget it. You know what is nice though? Like if you follow other artists on social media, that's where you kind of get that insight of like how people deal with it. Right? Yes. Like you start to hear like people are always telling me to do this or telling me to do that, and then somebody will speak up for themselves on social media, like, no, like this is how I see it, right? And so that is encouraging to me as an artist to be like, you know what, you're right.
I actually did. I got critiqued once, and I brought in some of my stuff that I was so super proud of. And he told me, you need to have a niche.
No,
you don't need a niche.
Create from the heart. That's what we're talking about.
Make everything you want.
Doesn't matter. I mean, there's like I guess from like a business standpoint, we know that niche art is an opportunity for selling,
right?
But that does not mean that that's how the artist works, right? Like
if I made the same thing all the time, I would.
Wouldn't work for you. Yeah. So I think that's actually because I'm an eclectic artist as well.
Yeah.
And so I think that if someone is a fan of our art, they will never be bored because they're always going to get something that they were not expecting, that they've never seen before, or to a degree.
Yeah. And if
We're
you
all
make the
repeating
same
stuff.
thing over and over again, and I've even seen this on other artist profiles that don't want to niche, they get the opportunity to meet a broad spectrum of many different folk in many walks of life. Yeah. And it just gives you more of a out of this world experience versus just following like your path.
I agree. I'm definitely more interested in that. Like, meet everybody, get like all the different angles and perspectives. I don't know, that just appeals to me more.
Yeah.
And of course, being around like-minded people feels really good. But being able to connect with so many different kinds of people also feels amazing.
Yeah, because
You know?
then they'll put even not even in a bad way, like a horrible critic type way, but they could say, and I've had people say like, oh well, you could probably do something a little different, maybe add like another color, see it from their point of view, and then you turn around and you do it, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, I like that.
You know, I have experience with that too, in a positive light like that.
Yeah.
With my husband, because my husband's an artist too, and we have very different styles, and his artist eye will see something that could be tweaked, and he'll mention it to me, and sometimes it does sound like it could be perceived as criticism, like he's saying that you didn't do it right or something like that. That's not what he's saying. He's like, you could try X, Y, Z. I think that it really needs this, and I'll give it a shot because I appreciate his artistic perspective, even though our styles are different. And honestly, it works for me so often. So if you get to a very comfortable critic, that could be beneficial.
Or maybe somebody that words, what they want to say and in more or different type of verbiage.
Kindness goes a long way. Thinking about other people goes a long way in communication.
Sure.
So even with my husband, he's not always the most gentlest about it, but I literally know because we're married. I literally know this is totally coming out of love and wanting me to succeed, and even sometimes I will think that that I really want my art to be in this place. I feel like that's like the setting where I want my art to live, and he'll think, I really think that you should be in this setting, and I think that this is a better like a more exposed outlet or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, but I appreciate his intentions are well. He's like, I think you're great. I think you should be in great spaces and have great exposure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have to be where I feel really good, and I feel like my art translates, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's very loving information, even though it doesn't necessarily, it's not information. I'm literally gonna go with myself because I have decided with this thing, this is how I want it. That's just an example. I felt like there was a second one though about I lost it.
That's okay.
Anyway, this is so fun. I love it when Jessica comes here. We only met a few, I don't know, maybe 3-4 weeks. How long ago? When did you do for the first time?
I know it was just after Halloween.
Oh, so it's been 2 whole months.
Roughly.
2 months.
Yeah. Because I wanted to make it to the Halloween thing that was happening here. I didn't get a chance to. So then the next thing I think I went crazy was here. Like a sound.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
Sacred circles.
Yeah. And then just kind of I don't want to leave here.
Oh, I totally get that. Totally get that. I could be somewhere else too, but I choose to be here because it feeds my creative side, and it keeps me
and I can show up in my PJs and know it's that comfortable. It's great.
Yeah, I hope I'm setting that tone for everybody too. It's not just a hot mess. It's an invitation.
It's deliberate.
So it's been really great having you here. I mean, you are bespoke now, right? That's how it works. You find your home here, and you say, I also am bespoke. So very, very, very cool. Yeah. Excited to see our bespoke family grow and expand, and also like all the cool things that we'll be doing
I'm excited
over
for
this
the
time,
future.
right?
Holy moly.
Yeah. Like when you first got here, there was a gallery up.
Yeah.
Now there's a whole spanking new gallery up,
Yeah.
and this is just gonna keep happening.
It
keep
seems like it
happening.
filled up more than the last one though.
I think we do have more
Which
pieces.
is great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have more pieces this time. We had to overflow into the other side. Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah. Do you want to do any plugs for yourself? Any place that you're going to be next, or?
I do not have any plans quite yet. I'm just kind of winging it.
Well, I will plug Jessica because although I don't think this piece is for sale, right? Because this is very personal to you. Or is it for sale?
It's hard for me to put a number on it. It really is.
Oh,
Honestly. and
okay. Okay.
truly.
So somebody would have to really pay the right number for this piece. But there are pieces like this that are sentimental and they're great exposure pieces, so you can get an idea about the artist and their work. But most of the pieces are for sale in the gallery. A vast majority of them are. So do stop in, especially if you're in the market for new art. All of our artists were invited to take an art tour, so you should get more and more of these feeds from us. And I'm really excited to see what comes next. On Sundays we have workshop where it's open workshop, so you can just come in and do whatever you want, share time with people. But I think that we're gonna be doing some fun stuff together with painting and maybe make some 3D stuff.
Macrame, all the things.
Ah, so fun, so fun. Okay. All right, is that it for you guys? I don't know how long we spent with you, but we're so glad that you joined us. And I hope I didn't over talk the conversation too much. I am really sorry.
I'm at a loss for words most of the time. I felt significant.
Okay, we balanced. We balanced. It worked out good. Thanks. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate having you here. I'll do a tiny, quick walk around one more time, and then we're going to say adieu. Bye. Is that the right word, adieu?
Yeah, I did you.
Yeah. Let's get you. This is rockin' art right here, literally, because records. Actually, that's a really cool thing to talk about really quickly,
Yes,
Jessica, before you leave.
Those also do not decompose when they go into the trash bin.
Records do not decompose. Tell them
they
about
actually
the.
even put off like a certain kind of chemical. I forget what
really?
it was. So it's very detrimental. So it's best if you have old records or whatever, reuse them, donate them, something. Just don't throw them in the trash.
Do you mind to talk about the record fundraiser? I don't know if Amber showed you her piece. She finished. I'll go grab it while you tell them.
Great. So I have a friend. She's out of Green Cove, and she is actually kind of doing a movement where she wants folks to paint on old used records. And what they do is they send them to Maui to be able to sell or auction off those records in order for the folks to rebuild their homes from the fires that happened there, I believe, during the summertime or sometime. Anyways, she's got a lot of friends and folks that live over there, and they could really use the help to rebuild their homes and start their lives over again. So that's a great cause.
Here we go.
Oh, cool.
Surprise!
Amber's record that she did. Oh, it's gorgeous. Do you use marker or just paint?
No, Posca markers and different kinds of markers. Pens.
Oh, that's so awesome. So if you have any records that you guys want to paint up, bring them by and we'll get them donated and sent out to the folks over in Hawaii so they can rebuild their home.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Ah,
Very cool. Turns out I actually have to go home to do a task, but I promised them a tiny little wall tour. I think I have the height just right. Okay. All right. I'm backing up.
Okay.
Okay.
You going on a wall tour?
This tiny little wall tour. It really can't be that tiny though, because we got a lot of art, guys.
We do. We just added 9 more pieces from John Hawkins.
You guys have to come and see that. Oh my gosh, his stuff is really, really cool. In fact, I mean, everybody's stuff is so cool. Okay, I don't know how the screen is translating. These pieces were big, needs to be further back. Okay, mini tour. We got some really great artists over here. Oh, let's take you. Let's take you. Very cool. It's been so fun getting to know the local artists who are in the gallery this go round. I'm really excited about the future. Oh, here's a piece from John. Really cool, really motivated artist. Okay. Oops, sorry about the camera thing, guys. Oh, by the way, retail, look at all of our amazing crystals brought to, and jewelry.
Oh, and then I did these.
Oh, yeah, look, I didn't realize you did so many
handiwork.
pieces already. Wow, I love this black. That looks so cool. And I love this piece, honestly. I thought that was a really cool piece that he makes, these hands.
This one's kind of cool. It's got like a braid to start, and then it branches off into two.
Oh, yes, that looks good.
Yeah, more to come.
Yeah. Very, very, very cool. So come and see us in our retail space. We got to sell the stuff we got so we can put more stuff in. Also, we do have room for extra retailers. For extra artists who want retail space, which is included in the 150 membership, actually, which is pretty cheap for retail space, guys. Okay, so end of the tour. Thanks for joining us and learning about Jessica. Amber's gonna go hit this live stream off. I didn't do a tour myself, not yet. But while she's turning it off, I'll just bump you onto my art. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. These are some of the pieces for sale in